I add already seam allowance, but I trace here, and you can see it's here exactly. You have to trace two pieces. One piece we use for lining, and another piece we use to develop this pattern. What's the difference? Only length, because lining will be shorter, 1 inch shorter. And it's clear, guys? Then I send you handouts, and in red line I mark how trace front pattern and make lining and self, and you can see line. Then if you come through all pictures, I put together self and lining and show difference 1 inch. Then it will be clear. I don't trace because it will be absolutely the same piece, just 1 inch shorter. And hemline should be wide 3/4 of an inch. Rest of this will be absolutely the same. Then we use this lining. It should be like frame which help us create a better shape of the body. Then left and right should be absolutely the same. Even after we develop this piece, when we fold all plates, side seam and side seam should be with the same length, and top of the body and measurement at the waist and the hip will be absolutely the same. Just this is help us hold shape of the body. It's clear, it's absolutely the same shape. Any questions about this? Everything clear, yes? Then I trace this piece. It will be asymmetrical piece. Then it should be whole pattern. I trace and I add all around seam allowance, mark hem. And right now what we have to do? Mark / line. I send you diagram and my pattern, and then you understand what we have to do. We keep like sample, one dart on the left side. And we develop a pattern, it should be face up. Then dart here and pleats on the left side. And we have to direct it our / lines to our opposite side seam. It's clear. Then I give you measurement, and we make a lines, and then / spread and trace pattern. And pattern should be look like this. Very important, understand position of the grain line. If you take a look even on a garment, then you can see difference when you take a look on a fabric. This part and this part. And even if you don't know anything about knit, you realize here like straight grain here, yes? And here look like cut on a bias, because our piece was developed like this, then we fold our pleat, everything come back on a like original shape, but here it will be straight grain, and then at the bottom it will be almost on a bias. Then what important? We keep top of the grain line up to bust area, like our pattern, and then continue. And then when you fold everything, then definitely this piece come in this way. Center line will be exactly on a center piece, but this will be looks like on a bias, and here will be a straight piece. And then up to here, it will be absolutely the same like our lining. It's clear? Okay. Then I trace here. Then I just warning everybody because after my explanation, my priority check everybody's draft. Then I begging you, don't make 150 line on the same piece. Don't tell me, oh, you know what? It's like I checked at the morning. This is line correct, this is incorrect. If it's incorrect, remove this line. Okay, then I very clear see shape, everything I can measure and I can correct your line. Then you understand what correct, what not. Okay, then don't keep line which you don't need. If you correct something, then remove this and keep final line. Okay. Then, as my request, when we develop front, from what we start, everybody did in this way, because if you not did these things, I can check your draft. First, you have to trace front sloper, yes, and then slash from midpoint or where is your notch, and then close a little bit dart and open here 3/8 of an inch. It's very important. Okay, then it will be balanced on an armhole. Then everybody have to come with paper piece, which you did this and show me. Okay, then I put and I will make sure everything done correctly. Okay. Then if you learn this, then it will be similar if you work on a blouse, on a dress, whatever, sweater with asymmetrical design. Then we have to mark first line 1.75 inches down, and then we keep this dart, but we close this dart and use dart intake like pleat intake. Then, do you remember I explained how we use dart manipulation and create pleats? Then we have to make here two parallel lines like this, and then slash and close our dart. And then it will be opening for two pleats. Then I mark 1.75 inches. It will be first point, and I mark for you 1.75 inches. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spacing 1 inch, and I mark it will be 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch here, and 1 inch here. It will be very close, 1 inch here, very close to waist dart. But it will be very close to marking of the pleat, but you have to keep this dart. Then in red circle you have to mark this dart. Because when we close all pleats, it should be matched to our side panel. It's clear, because it will be very difficult to put everything to avoid stress line if it will be a little shifty. Okay, and then last one here, 1.1 inch. Here it will be 1.1 inch. Okay, we mark here, and our pleats direction like sunburst, like this. Then from dart down 1.75 inch, it will be first 1.75 inch. Then next it will be 3.1/8. Then I mark 3.1/8. It will be here, and I mark here 3.1/8. Then next it will be 4.5/8 from here to here. 4 and 5/8 it will be here. 4 and 5/8, and then 5 inches from here down, 5 inches, and then it will be here. $5. Now we connect this point, which below our dart, 1.75 with our apex on the right side. Here. It will be our first slash line up to here. Then 1 inch below. 1 inch below, it will be second slash line. Here. And then from apex, I mark 1 inch and make shape like this. And we cut. Here and here, close our dart, and here will be 2 pleats. Then next slash line from this point, 2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. Point here, and it will be third line up to here. And I mark on the right side up to sewing line, because we have to slash like this and then clip seam allowance from opposite side. Okay, now it will be our line here. It will be third line up to here. Then next one, it will be here. And then it will be below waist. We mark here. And I all around pattern put notches with red circle. And then last one, it will be here. 5 inches down and 1 1/8 here. Okay, we mark everything, and you can see diagram I sent you, and send pattern. It will be absolutely the same like this. Then we have to take piece of the paper, guys, I need to take it. And you have to calculate piece of the paper. We need more space here, because we slash and spread. It will be intake here, and this seam come this way. Then I put close to this edge, and right now I slash and spread pieces and my pattern with seam allowance. Then when we finish our work, we mark seam allowance inside. Okay, clear? Okay. I just hold it for now, and I mark intake of the pleat. First line we have to slash here. Up to apex, and then second here, okay, and then we have to close our dart. Then we close our dart here. I take with this. And then what happened here? It will be 2 pleats already done. Then I tape it very careful, this one, and distribute proportionally this and this. It can be between 1.25 inch if I mark on my pattern 1.25 inch. It can be a little bigger because in my assignment I make notice these 2 pleats depend on your dart. Bigger dart will be bigger pleats. Small dart will be approximately like mine. Okay, then I pin it right now to make everything stable. Okay, then next slash line here. It will be up to here, and then I have to clip from opposite side, okay? And you understand why? Because if it's not a clip here, it will be like gap here. Then I spread and I keep here 1.25 inch, my intake of the pleat. 1.25 inch. Then I mark here 1.25 inch. It will be exactly my piece, and it should be very flat. And then it's here exactly 1.25 inch, and I pin it here. It's clear up to here? Okay, next. Okay, and then from here I make clip. And then 1.25 inch. I measure here 1.25 inch and bring this to this measurement. Okay, this portion is done. Right now I have to make another slash line, and you can see here my seam allowance a little bit overlapping. And clip from opposite side here. Then 1.25 inch I mark. 1.25 inch, it will be somewhere here. Then it will be measurement here, and then okay, everything stable. And last one. Up to side seam, and then clip from opposite side. And I just put arrow here and here and here maybe. We just check shape of the side seam because it can be a little in or out. Then I have to mark 1.5 inches last pleat. And right now it will be overlapped like this, and inch and a half. Okay, I spread everything. It's absolutely flat here, absolutely flat here. Then I put my ruler, make sure it will be not gapping here. Okay, now very simple work. We have to trace everything all around. It's not easy because it's soft paper, but slowly and very accurate. And we trace, and then it should be, I mark grain line. It will be here, 2 points, because I have to continue this line. Then I mark shoulder seam on both sides, shoulder seam. Then is my notch for armhole, notch for armhole, then point here where is ended armhole and start side panel. Then it's my dart. Then it will be my waist dart here. I make line here, and my hip, and this point as well. Its point as well here, and then my hip. You can use tracing wheel. I prefer use push pin. Okay, and then here is our dart, and notch should be matched to our side panel. Okay, we mark everything, and right now we have to trace this all around. Just I mark here, then it will be up to here, and then okay, it's here, and I trace everything. Its work should be done very accurate, because when you fold pleats, then left and right side should be almost the same. here. Okay, then. Okay, then I trace everything and then start work with pleats. I trace up to here, then it will be this part. Okay, and I trace this. Okay, and then it will be here. I make straight line later. Okay, it's here, and then this side seam. Okay. Okay, I trace everything. Right now I have to trace my pleat here. Don't make so long line. Like 4 inches, it will be more than enough. And direction of the pleating from hem to neck. Then it will be direction of the pleats. Then here and here. And direction of the pleat here. Then I mark here, then it should be our mark of the seam allowance here. Then another one here and here. And pleating in this way. Seam allowance here. Seam allowance here. And seam allowance here. And here already marked. This direction, and pleating this direction then. What happened, guys? Okay, right now I finish almost everything, and I can remove these pieces and then throwing all lines here. Okay, and right now I have to move this. It will be here. Then it should be shoulder seam here. It will be shoulder seam here. I put 15 marks, then it's much easier. Whole notch. Then it will be point here. Then it will be my seam here. Notch for guard. and I make straight line, but when you trace it will be a little bit uneven. Then I put ruler and make sure it will be straight line. Okay. Okay, almost done here. Then it will be our waistline here. And I mark, and then at the same time, to not lose anything, I make notch here. It's very important. Then it's hip here, hip here, and waist here. And I just cut a little bit, I mark grain line, 2 points from top. And continue. And it will be front, self, one piece, and here will be center front line, and spring 25 and size 8. And as I told you, face up. On all asymmetrical detail, it can be color, it can be pocket, you have to mark where it should be face of the fabric. Face up and notches for cutter. Okay, almost done. I just cut all around paper because we don't need too much paper here, and I mark seam allowance, and we fold our pleats. Will be hemline. And I have to make straight line because it was before a little uneven. Okay, then 1 inch up, it will be our line. Okay, then I have to add seam allowance for armhole. It will be 3/8 of an inch. Okay, and here we continue this line, and then it will be seam allowance here 3/8, and then it will be 3/8 here and 3/8 here. And it will be not so big correction when we fold pleats, but we have to see. We fold and see this line, and then we add seam allowance. You can see on this piece in red, it's here pencil line. Like mostly this part where we mark slash line like this. Because if you remember dart manipulation, shoulder here, we blend this line. And we make seam allowance here. Okay, this side is ready. Right now I finish neck. Okay, this side, and right now here. Then I put arrow here, and you can see just slightly I have to correct this line here. And here it's almost anything, but I just make sure here. And waist, okay. Then it will be, where is our dart? And it's here will be our right now it will be our seam allowance here. Okay, and just this side seam. Almost done. Just short line. Okay, it's clear? Then notches, shoulder, center front, shoulder here, armhole, my dart here, waist, and hip, and hem, and seam allowance here, hem, seam allowance, and my hip here, and I waist mark here. Okay, up to here everything clear. Its piece should be looks like this. When you have to cut this piece, you have to put like this. This line should be parallel to selvage. It's clear? Not like this or like this. Just this line parallel to selvage. Then pretty big piece here. Then place sleeve here, place sleeve here, and floors as well. Okay, right now we're ready to fold our pleats. Then, as I told you, and I mark direction from hem on the top. Then this, I just make crease line for folding. Okay, now I fold these pleats, match line to line, and take this next pleat. It will be from here to here, and again it's what I told you, a little bit not match, because we make cut not exactly straight, it was cut like this. Then next one, don't overlap lines, straight line should be matched to straight line, like this. Then it's will be here. And last one, it will be here. Okay, it's clear, guys? Then we have to fix just here a little bit, and that's it. Okay, I just keep flat this like this, and I put ruler. And it's here will be line like this, then in between here and here. Okay, just short line, and I add seam allowance to this line. And total, we just have to a little bit fix here. It's clear? Then you can, for example, check length of the seam from notch to dart, and then to top. It will be 9 inches. I measure to top here. Then if I measure here on this side, it will be 9 to top. Then everything done correctly. If I measure from hip down, it's here should be 8 3/8, like on my panel, and then I mark from waist here is the same, 8 3/8. Then everything done correctly. Now we have to complete our work here. Trace intake of the dart here. Intake of the pleat. Okay, it will be like slightly zigzag line. And then if you take a look on a sample, it's dart partly stitched. Then you have to mark from cutting line, length of the stitch should be 1.5 inches. Then from cutting line I mark 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches here. Just 1.5 inches. Then 1.5 inches from cutting line it will be here. Then 1.5 inches it will be here. Then 1.5 inches it will be here. 1.5 inches it will be here. And 1.5 inches it will be here. Then it will be stitched here. Clear, guys? Then I cut just one side. I don't cut whole piece. I just cut to open our pleats here and complete this line and mark boxes like with a shade like this. Okay, I open first pleat, then it will be open second pleat like this, and next one it will be here. One more pleat. Okay, then my piece like this, and I make box here, and seam allowance will be like this. Then it will be stitched, and seam allowance it will be here and here, and then you have to put notches for all pleats. It's here. Just 2 pleats and that's it. Okay. Then we have to give information from here to here. Stitch 1.5 inches from edge to this point. Okay, then you have to hold the dart and match notches and stitch up to here. Clear, guys? Okay. Then you have to mark notches here. Each notch should be marked here on the pleat sides, and here will be very close to notches. Even you can use thread like different color, and you can make here waist mark, because it will be very important. It should be difference here like around 3/16 but it should be matched to waist. Any questions? Everything clear? Okay, just what I told, open my handouts. Notches, grain line, and direction what you have to do. It will be very clear. And right now I send you assignment, email with assignment. Then read very careful. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I explain everything. Okay? And I keep these pieces here if you need confirm something.